Well, hello. Happy Thursday. Yes, Thursday. I hate it when days of the week are difficult for me. So another day, another date night. We typically go out on Fridays. This week has just been wacky. And we don't want to go out tomorrow night because we don't want to force people to have to work on 4th of July. That's kind of our way of feeling like we're contributing to them not maybe having to work on a holiday day. I know some people need to work on a holiday day. Like, I get that point, but that doesn't mean that I have to be the one to make them work. So we are going to go grab a little something. So I need to get ready and I cannot wait. Is it next week or the week? No, it's the week after. I have 2 more weeks to my hair appointment, which is on a Thursday. So ready. Number one, this is how grown out I am of my color, which is just horrible. So just nothing's working right. Nothing. It just drives me crazy. And I do this to myself. I I am the one that will not schedule my next appointment until I need it, right? So I don't go like I have friends that go on a like every 5-6 week schedule or whatever. I don't do that. So it's my own fault. All right, if you're hopping on, say hello. If you're catching the replay, say replay. If I can help you with anything, the keyword is Thursday. I am on a mission to sell 3 mascaras by the end of Sunday. So if you are so inclined to need a new mascara, please comment the word Thursday and let me help you out because that would be grand. So I'm in a little challenge with my team. So if you can, please do. So we're going to do a copper lip today. So I've linked that in the description and you could go check that out. I just did a bright bold lip yesterday. We're going to do a kind of coppery bronze lip today. I think it'll turn out pretty. So I'm going to just do my Prime Set Mist because I'm going to use powder foundation today. And I don't like using the illuminating primer underneath my powder because it's illuminating and the powder's matte. And to me, that just doesn't marry together. So Prime Set Mist for the win. All right. So tell me, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're catching me live, what are you doing this weekend? Are you spending time with family? Are you spending time with friends? Our forecast just changed. So it was like rainy and weird yesterday. And then today it's been gloomy and outside. And then all of a sudden, we were supposed to have a beautiful weekend, and now tomorrow it's like 70% chance of rain. And my husband and I were planning on getting in the pool tomorrow because like day off, for him especially. And then we have friends coming over on Saturday to swim. And Saturday looks like it's going to be okay, so I feel good about that one. But we were going to get in tomorrow, and it always helps when we get in like the day before we're having people over, because when we're in, just him and I, we just clean the pool. One day he scrubbed all the tiles all the way around with the brush, it's just the little things that we do in between the guy that comes and actually helps us with the pool, which it's so cute. He brings his son along with him in the summer. And so we've been here, this will be 3 years, beginning of August. And just to see that boy grow up in those 3 years, because he's been coming out the whole time, and just his responsibilities in the summer have grown. So it's good to see him get older and have a good work ethic during the summer. So I appreciate that. I'm so excited. I ordered more powder foundation because all of our shades have restocked, and you can see I've hit the silver, which means I'm getting down to it. So I put my order in, and it's already shipped. I don't know it may not come now until, well, they'll run mail on Saturday, right? Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Let's get this on. So tell me what you're up to this weekend. Hopefully everyone's off tomorrow. I know not everybody can be off, right? There are a lot of places that do not close for things like 4th of July, but hoping you will have time to spend with loved ones. So I'm using my lighter shade more in my T-zone. Cover up this nose. I've actually ordered a darker shade, and I'm going to see how it would work to do an all powder face. So with the darker shade, I would do that as my contour. So we'll see how it turns out. I love our powder. It's infused with shea butter, so it's very hydrating. It has no talc in it whatsoever, which is huge. If you've ever worn powder foundation, you understand that. All right, now I do need contour because you can already tell. I kind of like my bangs out of my way. Very helpful. Now my husband's not gonna like this look about me, but desperate times, desperate measures. When you can't get into your hairdresser for 2 more weeks, and I called, shoot, 2 weeks ago, trying for a certain week, and I'm glad she didn't have it available because I only backed up to the week I'm on because she had availability. Which I've been going to her for 20 some odd years. Whenever she hangs up her scissors, I don't know what I'm going to do. She is, since we moved to Dallas, so we moved from Fort Worth in 2000. So it'll be 25 years this fall that we moved to the Dallas side of the Metroplex. And I drove back to the Fort Worth area to get my hair done twice after we moved, because I just get loyal to hairdressers. I like it when I can sit down and I rarely have to say something, you know? And so, anyway, I drove back to her, or drove back to my previous person for a while. And then there was a girl I worked with who actually cut hair like in her home, just for people she knew. So several of us started going to her, and then her and her husband transferred. So then we were like, who cuts your hair? Because, you know, you can't cut your own hair. I mean, I guess you could, but normally not. Anyway, so she referred us all. And what's so funny is I can count how many people used to go to that girl. And I mean, she left in like 2002. I didn't go to her for very long. So then I started going to her girl, and there's probably 6 or 7 of us that still go to her 20 some odd years later, right? It's pretty crazy. So I thought because my shirt was a little loud that I needed a little bit of a deeper blush, because the pink I normally do is very soft. So I want a little more of a blush today. Just a personal preference. All right. For the eye, I'm tempted to just do my neutral eye that I've been doing. Any objections? I really like it. It's just so workable. It just goes with everything. Get these brushed out while I deliberate what I want to do. I'm going to zoom you in for my eyes because I feel like I'm far away. What do you think? I feel like the shirt screams for a neutral eye. So, palette 10 for the win. I mean, I told you yesterday, I go for what I want to wear, right? Like if I wasn't on camera and I'm getting ready for date night, what am I going to put on, right? There was no rhyme or reason to me doing powder because I felt like I needed to show you powder. I mean, yes, you do need to know all the shades are back, but that doesn't necessarily mean I had to use it, right? So that's kind of, when I use the same thing over and over, you know it is good. You know it is on my repeat. All right, eye primer because I have hooded eyes. Then let me, woo. There's a difference in zooming in and zooming in. We don't need to be that zoomed in. I don't know why that gave me the giggles. That's funny though. Okay, frightening face. Yay, here I am. All right, so I'm gonna take these 3 shades and I am going to glam it up a little. So I'm gonna do this one in my crease, this one in my outer corner and underneath, and then this one to just clean everything up. And then that's gonna go great with my copper. All right, so just in the crease. We want that dimension. And we just blend, 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 right? Sometimes your brush will skip and it'll look a little weird. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Everything will sort itself out. Uh-oh, my Wi-Fi got weird. We're having so many problems. My husband knows this. I need to remind him. He's got to run a cable tomorrow. All right. Hope that this lasts through my lip, but I need to show you. If it doesn't, I'll come back on again. We'll call it part 2. All right, so see how neutral that just looks? Then I'm gonna come in with a firmer brush and do this dark color just in the outer corner. And then I travel it up into my crease a little bit. So do you see that? Let's let the other eye match. There. I'm gonna take a little bit of that dark color, come underneath, and underneath. And then I'm going to take the lightest shade and clean up under the brow. Also inner corner, just for some brightness. And then without dabbing back in, I'm just going to just kind of diffuse that out a little bit. Looked a little harsh. It won't look so bad once I get my mascara on, but okay, that's better. I didn't do my hooded eye trick where you look, make sure when your eyes are open, it looks like you have on eyeshadow. Kind of important. Kind of important. All right. I know one day you're going to be like, and you're doing that palette again? I'm like, yes. Do you see now why you need it? Because it can be used on the regular. You know, this is about as dark as I go. A couple days ago, I used this palette and I just did the lighter color and the lightest color. Didn't use the dark color so much. So, even still using that same line, you can change up the look. You know, you could start your daytime with just the lighter 2 colors if you don't want such a heavy eye for like a work day. And then if you're going to pop out at night, you could add the darker color just to amp it up a little bit more, make it more of a date night. Just some thoughts. All right, 3 mascaras by Sunday, so comment Thursday. And let's get those mascaras ordered before the weekend's up. You should be changing your mascara every 3 to 4 months. So if you can't remember when you changed your mascara last, it might be time for a new mascara. You know, Quadra is my favorite. Twisted's really good. And then we have a 4D that some people prefer. I'll show you those ones here when I'm done with my eyes. Twisted was my favorite until we came out with Quadra. And the reason I like Quadra is infused with serum and primer, so it is nourishing my lashes while I'm wearing it. Yes, please. Plus, it's a tubing mascara, so you do not look like a raccoon when you take it off. And look at those lashes. So this brush, one side is long silicone bristles and the other side is short. And I just swirl it around depending on how it is picking things up. But do you see how that is long and the top is short? And I don't really have a method to my madness about I try and go in with the long side first or whatever. I don't, that's not even a consideration in my head. I just start putting the mascara on. And if it doesn't seem to be applying like I want it to, I just rotate the brush and then that gives me the other option. You know, because my eyelashes aren't always cooperating every day. Let's be real. They have their moments, then they have their moments when they're disobedient. All right, so for our copper lip, which will complete our look today, we are coming in with a color stick as a lipstick, right? So this is the same line that I used for my bronzer and my blush, right? All these color sticks. But they're awesome that you can use them for so many things. I've seen people use them for eyeshadow, right? I mean, it's just amazing. All right, but this color called Copper Breeze, so pretty. And that by itself would be pretty. But even prettier is putting Golden Sunburst on top, which has all these gold flecks in it. And it's just so pretty. There's just something about a lip gloss in the summer. I don't know what it is. Why do I think lip glosses in the summer are such a thing? I mean, I don't wear lip gloss a lot in the winter, so I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I lean towards lip gloss in the summer. It's very strange. All right, last thing I'm going to do is spray the face one more time with the Prime Set Mist. That's going to just lock everything in. You know, we used it as the prime and we used it as the set. So 2 sprays today. Yay! All right. I just got lipstick on my teeth. You know this trick, right? Yep. Okay. Better. All right. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. Comment replay if you've been watching. And Thursday, if I can help you with anything. And again, 3 mascaras I need to sell by Sunday. So if you need a mascara, comment Thursday. Thanks. Bye.